Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in your time. Have faith in your mind, have faith in your grind, invest in yourself, transform in your time. When you trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid, trade and get paid. Oh yeah, trade and get paid, trade and get paid.
Profitable from February right into May. Lately been losing. Is this normal in trading? So I would say this, Lenore. I see your question here. It is definitely normal, especially for people who are not necessarily advanced traders, to go through seasons of losses. And most of the reason is because we don't have our habits down. Maybe you're trying something new. Have you explored a different strategy lately? Is there something different you're doing? You really need to know, you can't manage what you don't measure, right? I say that all the time. You can't manage what you don't measure. So if you're not tracking what you're doing, it's going to be really, really difficult to see why the sudden losing streak, right? So it's definitely normal to kind of see that these things happen, but it's not normal to stay there, right? So we need to be able to track. You need to be recording every trade and find out why you lost. Go back test it, find out why you lost the trade, and from there, now you can kind of see, what's going on with that, why you're losing the trade, and you can make adjustments as needed. I would not. You're asking the question, so I'll give you a little commercial here. If some of you don't know, I know some of you are newer. I actually made a trading journal based on my own strategies, based on how I track my trades. You could get that on my website, tradinggetpaid.com. The trading journal is fire. All right. And it's going to take you through a full year of trading. And basically you're going to it's going to help you build your trade plan, track your trades. It's got some cheat sheets in there. It's got a lot of value. If you don't have a journal already, I would suggest go get one. A lot of people have messaged me and told me how it's completely changed the way they trade. So if you'll take that 1 year journey in the journal, I promise you, on the other end, you're going to know why you're winning and why you're losing, and it's going to really help you. So I would suggest go get a journal, and that'll help you a lot. Tradinggetpaid.com, and just go to the little store section. You can get shirts, hats, all that kind of stuff. But particularly for you, Lenore, is the journal. And that's for anybody else too that's really looking to take your trading to the next level. Go get a journal and start tracking what you're doing, because again, you can't manage what you don't measure. Okay, if you're not tracking every trade, it's going to be really, really, really difficult for you to be able to look back and say, pinpoint why you're losing trades. And then of course having the trade plan and having all that stuff kind of built into it, where I'm kind of taking that journey with you for the year, that's going to really help you as well. So I would say that. Well, I did just like you guys, man. That's a good question. No, I did just like you guys. When I lost trades in the beginning, there were many times where it took me into a downward spiral. I blew accounts just like you. I messed up a lot just like you guys in the beginning. We all do that. And what did it for me is that I had already been kind of working on my discipline, because I'm not normally a super disciplined person in and of myself. I'm not super disciplined. I'm very I'm a risk taker. And that's just me because I'm an entrepreneur, right? So my entrepreneurial spirit kind of looks for risk. And so I had to temper that with a strict trade plan and discipline. Because in the beginning, when I took a loss, my big issue was I like to revenge trade. I was trying to get my money back. And many times I just fell into a hole of trading. Then you lose 2, then you lose 3, and then you're chasing the market. I was always kind of intrigued by the prospect of hedging. And so, you know, that really kind of took me into a rabbit hole where I was losing a lot of trades. But once I kind of got to a place where I really said, okay, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to really focus on my trade plan. And if this trade doesn't meet my rules, I'm not taking it. And so that doesn't mean I never lost more trades. But what it did was at least it gave me the confidence to know if I lost a trade, it just is what it is. Sometimes the market doesn't do what we expect it to do, and that's normal. So for me, as long as I was tracking the trades and as long as I was really going into, you know, what my if the if the trade was going to be taken, it had to meet my rules. And as long as it met my rules, I was content taking the loss. And from there, it really helped me. The next big thing, Daniel, was that I really focused in on my risk management. I'll tell you this, and most of you who've been in my class, you know, for a long time, you know, you've heard me say this, but I think, and this is kind of funny to hear coming from me because I have a YouTube channel, and probably mostly everybody here found TTA through YouTube. And so we're using the avenue. But I got to tell you, I think YouTube sometimes can be a detriment to people's trading. And I'm just being honest, because if I make a video tomorrow and drop a video on my channel, I've got almost 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. If I were to drop a video tomorrow that said risk management, I would get very low view count, right? It would not really produce the views that you know, everybody's looking for. So the nature of YouTube is to get views, right? And so what do YouTubers do? We put out videos that say strategy that'll make you $1 million, right? Because that gets views. And the truth is that while there are some good strategies out there, no strategy is going to help you unless you understand risk management. And so that's why if you notice on my channel, to be honest with you, and for those of you who know my channel and watch my channel, I give you value. I give you real value, right? I'm not one of these guys that's flashing with cars and girls and all that kind. I just don't do that, right? I try to give you teaching and real value in every video. So I say all that to say this. If I really wanted to just sell out, I know my experience and I know what I'm capable of when it comes to trading. And if I wanted to sell out, I could probably have 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers tomorrow, you know, immediately, because all I got to do is show you all kinds of crazy stuff. But I don't feel like that's going to help everybody. And so I do make videos on my channel about risk management, money management, entrepreneurship, real life stuff, mindset stuff. Even though it doesn't get the views that maybe some other YouTubers might get, I don't care about that. I would rather see the small base of people that actually follow me and actually watch my videos get real value and make money from it than blow up my channel to 200 or 300,000 subscribers that really aren't making money. And so I say all that to say this: so many people chase after a strategy, and then they find another strategy that works, another strategy, and we're constantly changing. We're constantly chasing after something that's going to make us more money. And then we blow it all because we don't focus on risk management. And I think YouTube is a big contributor to that mentality, because people are always looking for that. How do we make quick money? So I would say, and I know there's a long answer to your question, Daniel, but the truth is I had to focus on risk management. I had to get my mind out of what the next strategy was going to be. I had to get my mind out of what the next big thing, how was I going to make $100,000? How was I going to flip this account? Blah, 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 blah. And I just started focusing on risk management. I started focusing on slow growth. If I can trade 1% of my account in every trade, and I could keep a 1 to 2 risk reward, that means that in every trade I should be gaining 2%, which is huge, right? And so if I trade 3 to 4 times a week doing that, and I win 3 out of 4 trades, or even half my trades, you know, I'm going to grow my account exponentially. I'm going to grow my account by 2, 3, 5% every single week by simply sticking to a plan. And while I might not go from 1,000 to, you know, 1,000,000 in 2 months, like some of these guys say they have done, which mostly is demo anyway, what really is happening is I'm setting myself for safe, consistent growth, and I'm not exposing my money to unnecessary risk. So for me, I would tell you, learn how to not expose your money to unnecessary risk. One of the most important things is not necessarily how to make money, but how to not lose money, right? Because if I know how to make money, but I don't know how to not lose it, I'm going to make it and then I'm going to give it all back, right? This is a game that favors the house, right? It's like going to a casino or anything like that. If you playing blackjack all night, I don't care how big of a thing you hit one time, right? You're going to give it all back if you keep playing and don't know what you're doing. So for me, I said, I'm not going to be a gambler in Forex. I'm going to be a real trader in Forex. I'm going to learn with skill set how to make sure that the advantage is always in my side. So if I'm trading 1%, but my risk reward is always 1 to 2, meaning I'm only risking 1% with the possibility of gaining 2, then I'm shielding my money. I'm not exposing it to unnecessary risk. And the favor is with me, right? I'm only risking $1 to get $2. And as long as I'm doing that at minimum every time, in the long run, in the long term, it's always going to be in my favor. And so really, I'm just playing a numbers game with my broker. I'm playing a numbers game with the market, and I might lose one, but I'm only going to risk 1%. I might win one, but I'm going to gain 2%. So it would take 2 losses to wipe out every one of my wins. And that's really what I learned over time. That's really helped me to have consistent growth in my account and get out of the mentality of having to chase the market, revenge trading, and all that. So sorry for the really long answer, but Daniel, I hope that helps you.